This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Táisí Vigéisteach le Gaalinn, your favourite bilingual podcast with Ciarán, Cian and Cathal is a Rasharish.
Exploring the worst, weird and wonderful of Gná Hahi an Tail.
Na rudí is massa is ashtí agus is aontaí of life as we know it.
Putting the gay in Gaelga gach seachtain.
Meet your new gay besties. Díomh agus fáth ar Aisling Gaalinn, lumps of Ciarán.
I'm Cathal.
Agus is Michigan.
Hi everybody.
Our voices sound a lot nicer than last week.
Yes, we were a little bit worse for wear.
Worse.
Yeah, so the Magic Hollywood, lads, we actually recorded yesterday and today, but you'll only be seeing some of those episodes in a while to come. So if you think we sound hungover in 2 weeks' time, fingers on the buzzers, you're correct. We were. But we're a little bit better today. The honey and lemon is on board. The hydration levels in the system are slightly
I'm sweating
better.
it all out. I'm really crash. I have underboob sweat right now.
Nice.
And I hope by the time whatever clip we use, we get to that point that the sweat is gone.
The mommy milkers are a-pouring. But it was a week of big finals at time of recording.
Absolutely.
So not only did we have
nice transition there.
Cléicianish,
Yeah.
very, very good, but also
Mayo.
arguably a bigger final, I feel,
For some.
was on Jared Love Island.
Yeah, wow. Thank God in a way it's over, but also very deserved winners.
Your beauty and Lorenzo.
Yeah, honestly, like as much as I was enjoying it, like it's Galtanas for it, like it is like it's a big
Commitment.
It's every night. It's like an hour of like TV.
Did you watch every night?
Yeah,
I
every
just watched on
single
TikTok.
episode.
Yeah, but it's not an hour. It says 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock on the TV guide, and then it's 10:30, and it's still like, oh my God, one more
boring.
ad break.
But
Yeah.
I also like I can't watch an hour of television straight without pausing for multiple TikTok breaks. So it takes me 3 hours to watch an episode of that. Like it actually does. It's terrible.
Just honestly, watch on TikTok. You get all the juicy bits and you don't have to worry about like the actual boring conversation.
No, I'm like I enjoyed it. I have to say this season was great, and I think why is because they all actually hated each other. And like, that is so key. Like the girls were all at each other's backs. The lads were calling each other out. There was no like bro code. Like other years there's been a bro code or all the girls are trying to be girls. Like everyone was just on each other's necks the whole time, which made it so good. Like I've never seen guys call out other guys at the fire pit. And like the backstabbing from the girls was iconic. I was like, yes.
Yeah. I don't think we're there yet, but it was definitely a step in the direction of where I want reality TV to go. Like
Yeah.
it was actually becoming real. I feel like so many shows, and you kind of got glimpses of it with Priya and Mika in this, they're so PR'd and they're so afraid to actually say what they think and say what they feel. But then, like, Priya's most controversial thing, and I think the only thing that was of any interest in her character arc was when she was super classist. And I'm like, that's the real her breaking the wall.
yeah.
Like, the mask is cracked. But I think everything I seen on TikTok today, and it was like, Yulia was thanked by every past Islander that had left the villa as being a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Whereas Mika, Priya, and Yaz had to apologise over and over and over again, even though they were the ones claiming to be the girls' girls.
I honestly think, I said it from like the week or two after Yulia went in, I think Yulia is the girl that Jasmine thinks she is. Because she was able to say what she said and stood on it.
Very Maura
and
Higgins energy.
Didn't give a shit what anyone had to say about it. I feel like for me, Jasmine was given like TikTok feminist. Like, everything
she
was
didn't
just
even
buzz
give
lines.
Yulia a hug.
Yeah.
She went and hugged the man.
Yeah, like it was all buzz lines. It was all like, it was all just like a list of standard phrases as opposed to actual fully formed opinions. But I think like Yulia was just out there. She was so like confident in herself to say whatever. And I think that was making Lorenzo like her more, which was
also babe. Like he is an angel
It
child.
was so funny when he was just like, I wanted a supermodel.
Yeah.
And there was a clip on Twitter or something today. It was like, Yulia walked into that villa and won it within 10 seconds.
She killed it.
Her entrance after Casa, I never realised how iconic it was.
What was it?
It was just such silence from everyone, and she just, the heels clip-clopping in, and she just like kind of like, checks them all. It's
also,
so good.
bit of Guelga, Pogue Mahone. Like, also not
Our
just
Pogue Mahone baddie.
And that is an overused phrase for people who don't know
Banny
Irish. But the timing every time she used it was such a slap in the face to whoever she was coming for.
Like
Fuck
it was,
Lola, I'm gonna say it.
every time she did it, Lola just like
Fizzing with
face
anger.
crack. Oh my God, it was so funny because it was just such a simple phrase, and even you could see Cian like laughing that he was like, "Oh, this is actually gas." Because like, God forbid, he didn't do much with his fucking screen time. Like, but absolute bar bag. Like,
He is hot, though. We love a golf boy.
He is hot, but like, God, I was expecting him just because he has such a big personality on TikTok.
Yeah.
He was so safe. Like,
It was a really safe play.
like, whereas like Maura, the last time Maura went in and represented the Irish, obviously Charlene was only in 5 minutes, so she didn't get to do a whole lot, and she spent a lot of it crying, God love her. But like, I feel like when Maura came in, she like mashed up the place. She ripped it up. It was class.
I asked her that for.
Yeah,
He
but
does
like,
it.
Fitzy went in and was as boring as hell. So like, yeah.
And now he's just doing like animal impressions.
When he did that in the final last night, I was like, I would never be able to get wet for a
covers.
man again. That
Did
was
you
grim.
see Yulia use Pug Mahone last night? And in the final, really under her breath, she went, I'm Pug Mahone.
She's a fucking icon. Like,
I really hope she just takes off. Because I feel like reality TV is so saturated now. So many people come out of these shows and then just kind of disappear.
Yeah.
I want to follow her journey. Like, I want to see her in more.
Yeah, it just depends on how marketable they are after.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like poor Priya's marketability now is like
She's gonna do an ad with
if she doesn't do a
British
collab with
Rail.
National Rail.
National
like,
Rail. Yeah, Alicia might though. Do you know what I mean? She might.
Oh, they'd have to get her on.
Yeah.
Like get her on a recruitment campaign.
Yeah.
My toxic trait, I just have to get it out of the way. I feel like I could fix Aiden.
Aiden's going with Yaz.
Yeah, no, Aiden.
Priya.
That's Cavan. That's Cavan, his brother. Aiden's
Cavan's
the
way
one.
hotter.
Aiden's the one who kissed every single girl in the villa and
Aiden's a
cheated on
cockshot
everyone.
now.
I know.
You could feel like
I don't know. It's I hate it about myself.
He looks like someone you'd ride at your friend's wedding at 7 a.m.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he reminds me, I've said this to the girls, he reminds me of so many of the lads that I grew up with. Like, he's like, they that's the kind of lads I remember. Like, just like from like us going out when we were in our early 20s and stuff. And he's such a gobshite, but he was such good television.
But apparently, isn't he really like pro, like whatever online? He's kind of liberal online.
Slay.
Like he's
Good.
him and Cavan are both quite.
Well, like he was the one that called out Priya. He
They
was like,
both
"Oh,
did,
that's
yeah.
not okay. Why are you saying
Yeah,
that?"
Cavan
That's
was like,
classist.
"That's
There's nothing
classist."
wrong working in the rail.
I did actually come
Into
around
rail.
to Cavan and Jasmine over time. I definitely feel like when she stopped picking fights with everybody, I definitely feel like they became like a little bit more.
I don't care for her. I think all I could see was the fake. Like they go in with an idea of what they want to do. She wants to be the feminist icon, the bad bitch.
And apparently before she went in, she like has a Substack and she's like really like writes articles. Like she is like a, you know.
I just
didn't buy it from her that she actually believed in what she was saying. It just came across as very like angry and like argumentative. Whereas like when you saw someone come in that was actually confident in themselves, that I was like, oh no, I
They all
believe
try
it
to beat
from
her
you.
down.
I just didn't believe it from her.
Yeah.
But I was so buzzing to see Mika and Samraj get like a chorus of votes for not deserving a place in the final. Samraj was a blue pill fucking loser. I know for a fact that his favourite
I thought
podcast
there
was
what,
Diary of a CEO.
Do you think? I thought there was
Like,
one
oh
or two
yeah,
moments
he
when
loves Stephen Bartlett.
I thought there was one or two moments. Like he kind of brought Simba around to being like
yeah, but it was I don't know. I just
Samraj
felt
cried a few times on camera. Just
he squeezed a fucking tear from a stone
I know I didn't
eye.
watch
Will
it,
you
so I don't know
stop?
why I'm
Yeah.
getting weighing
No.
in. I just think Yulia for president.
And also, Simba is the definition
Simba.
of the bare minimum. Like he wrote a couple of fucking notes in his iPhone and stood up on stage, and you may as well think he wrote fucking Romeo, where art thou? I mean, like, fuck off. It was Simba is the definition of a bare minimum man being platformed and being like represent. Like Angela Lister was a queen. She wasn't involved in any controversy. Absolutely gorgeous, such a nice girl, and she had to settle for him who like was able to barely string a sentence together after trying to get with every single person in Casa and more. Like, fuck all. I can't with these bare minimum men. Women deserve so much better than like him standing up and then going around to everyone in the villa asking and be like, did you like that? Yeah, it was really hard for me to do that. What? Like, tell the person that you like them. What, are you 14?
Yeah.
Like, no, I just can't be dealing with these men.
I
But
can't.
now that Love Island is out of the way, we move on to the next biggest part of the summer, which is the festival.
Yo, Ariana.
So this is coming out, well, we'll be back from All Together Now and All by the time this one comes out.
But we're currently in the height of preparations for ATN.
We are. The body hair removal cream is drying on my arse as I speak.
Oh, I'm doing it tonight.
Yeah. Oh,
Not my
let's
arse.
go.
Oh my god, I was like, are you going like topless?
Oh no.
Well,
God,
no,
there's-
I'm wearing a tank top and my
The limit
shoulders
does not
have weird hair on them.
exist. But before we jump into today's topic, I wanted to ask you guys, what is your festival non-negotiable? What's something that you have to have at a festival?
Like,
One thing.
I see, again, I'm from Portlaoise, everyone knows this, so I didn't camp at EP ever. Like, we always just go home. So
Do you go home after, like, every night after the festival?
Yeah, absolutely.
How far? Like, how far?
10
walk
minutes.
is it? Is it really?
Not
It
10 minutes
takes you a
walk,
lot
10 minutes in a
longer
car.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
how do you? Where's the car?
My mum.
Oh, she picks you
We
up.
ring it at 7 a.m. We're like, hello. hello, are you coming at me now?
Oh my God.
Twice I've walked by her car so pissed and she's like playing on the horn.
That's a good. You upped your scent it,
Yeah,
honestly.
to be
What a
fair.
girl.
Go home at like 7, sleep till like 11:30.
But you
12.
can't go home from altogether now.
This is the thing. So I camped out altogether now.
So your number one essential for EP is
just
your
is
entire
your
gaff
mum.
and your ma and a car. I just can't look. I'm fairly simple. All I need is a shower, a cooked breakfast, and a lift home every morning.
Oh, yes. But altogether now was my first time camping last year.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah.
So I did it last year and I actually loved it. But I was very self-sufficient and I'm not that, I don't know, precious. Like,
Well, vaginas like produce their own self. What do they? Right?
they clean themselves.
They clean themselves,
Yeah.
Right.
All fannies are self-cleaning.
God, sex education in this country is in the toilet.
I don't think I'm like my go-tos are very plain and simple, like power banks, like
Agree.
feel like fucking, do you know them croissants that you can get in Lidl that are like,
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah,
Like
the chocolatey ones.
Oh, I don't like
yeah,
them.
just
The ones
lob
that-
them in the bag,
Yeah.
pillow, sleeping
Yeah.
bag. The lads were like, do you even have a blow-up bed for this weekend? And I was like,
Oh, I don't think you need that.
I was like, sure, I might get one like between now and then. Like, I'll figure it out.
I think
Yeah.
a yoga mat does the job. But a pillow is a non-essential. People always forget pillows. I've forgotten pillows before.
Yeah.
I got
But
one
like,
since
it's going to
we
be like a bit wet, a bit sunny this weekend.
Really?
Like, so poncho,
Yeah, poncho's a great one.
power bag,
Power bank, yep.
all that. You're
My number
sorted.
one
booty
is
wipes.
ice.
Oh yeah,
Ice
cooler.
is just the most important thing in the festival because I cannot gets to Sunday and I just cannot drink a warm can of cider.
Or a warm water, like trying to hydrate in the morning and it's lukewarm
like,
water.
Obviously, power banks and like beds and pillows or all that kind of stuff. But like, I feel like they're the bare essentials.
Yeah.
But like, ice for me is like somewhat of a luxury.
Yeah.
But it's an absolute essential for me. Like that's the thing when we went. Like I go to a festival, you know, there's normally like an Aldi or whatever it is, Centra now, and like the first thing I'm doing before I buy breakfast, I'm going to buy a bag of ice for the cooler because
Is there a
Londis.
shop at ATN?
It's
Yeah, there
Londis,
is, okay.
Yeah.
But they do sell ice. I remember it last
it's the
year.
one thing because it just is like it cools down your drink. Even just carrying it back, I just put it on my head and I'm like, "You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it." Like, it's a non-negotiable. for
Imodium
me.
maybe?
Oh yeah,
You don't want to have the shits in those portaloos.
depending on the kind of weekend you're planning on having.
I know Shane is camping alone, so I'm like, see you later.
You have your do you have the Imodium brand ambassador over here?
Well, after fucking last week when I had food poisoning and no one's coming near me.
Oh no, yeah.
Well, no, I won't see him. He'll be well, I'll see him during the day, but he's
He's
I won't see him.
glamping at night. Like you're at
yeah,
the same.
but he won't want to camp in my tent.
Oh, you're not allowed to.
I won't be able to go into glamping like.
Oh no.
Unless I get a, like-
Oh my god, this is such a Jack and Rose situation.
Oh, I'm like
You can't have sex in third class.
Prince and the Pop.
I'm
Aladdin and
so
Jasmine.
happy. I'm like, stay away from me.
Yeah.
Sex at EP and sex at Altogether Now is not unreal.
I bought a camp bed, so I don't know if you could have. I don't know if you could have full. jiggly
double?
pokery on it. No, it's a single.
Oh, we could have
So,
slept.
you know, as if that would fucking stop us. I'll wake up and I'd be like, Cathal will be like spooning me. I'm like, how did you find where I was and how did you get in here?
I'd be like, hello.
Yeah, that's
like
exactly what.
Gollum.
I'll just feel something pressing into my back and I'm like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
It's just my clit.
Oh God. Well, we'll be back for my ATN at this stage, but I think next week's episode we'll be going into it in a little bit more detail.
Okay.
Presumably if we make it all back alive. But for
Who knows?
now, following on from the runaway success of renting part 1, it's time to get into this week's topic, which is renting. Pt.2, baby.
Yup. Galen is brought to you by Man to Man.
Breaking news at the Galen News Desk. It is hot, sexy and cool to get regular STI checks.
Clock it. Plus, it has literally never been easier to get tested. The HSE free home test kit arrives in discreet packaging to ensure privacy.
Ní gáidit a bheith bortha faoi de chumráidí tí, de histí, nó aine eile é a eicáil sa fust.
sé éisce péisce ceanna urdu ar lína agus tagan gach fearras táistála de trorca hiléire agus fís on YouTube le tror céim ar chéim.
Then, put the samples in the prepaid envelope in the post and you should get your results within 72 hours. Handy or what, lads?
Agus dar nóig más mín lad is féidir tastal a dhéanamh sa clinic nó tastal tapa a dhéanamh ach irid.
Remember, everybody, it's important to know your status. Regular testing helps you look after your health and your partner's too.
If you can find one.
Tá is a gcuib nach féidir.
Find out more information on free STI testing, how to protect yourself and how to look after your sexual health at mantaman.ie. Now is féidir iad aimsú ar TikTok no Instagram at mantaman Ireland.
Agus bí a géisteach le gélinn tus go mbeidh muid ag roint ar ledna gnéas golóir gach ile seachtain.
Mwah!
Okay, lads, renting part 2. Are you ready? The sequel, the sequel.
Oh, the original's always better.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to prove that sometimes the sequel can be better because we're going to jump right in with Nerodius Massa. What's the worst part about renting? The worst part about renting the sequel.
The worst about renting is the money hemorrhaging out of my bank account.
Yeah,
Period.
me too.
Yeah. So we obviously have gone through this topic before, but we got the volume of responses we got the last time was actually crazy. So, Craig Marrakesh ar neis story. Cadéh bhar scéalta ú fáis faoi choíocht ar cíis nó chumrádathe tí. So what's your the worstest things that have happened to you in a rental accommodation or just housemates in general? What are the worst things that you have ever come across? And what did we hear, lads? I think we have a couple of replies. I got a couple of replies on Instagram, but you have some voice notes, don't you?
Oh, I've got a voice note here.
Let's hear them.
I was living in a house with a couple who I was best friends with. This flat was the flat of dreams, super cheap rent because I used to babysit the landlord's grandkids for years. And it was central and just amazing. But the couple moved out to go travelling and I decided to interview strangers and let a new couple move in with me. And they were the absolute couple from hell. They were stoners. Nothing wrong with being a stoner, but the level of stoner they were was insane. I'm talking like, they never left the couch. The dinner would be asleep on top of them. I did see them fall asleep in a pile of chicken nuggets on multiple occasions. That was one issue. They also were very confrontational, which does not fit the stoner stereotype. They wanted to have screaming matches with me all the time. They were very possessive about everything. The house was theirs. They seen me as just, I guess, someone who wasn't really supposed to be there anymore because they decided to take over. And things got incredibly tense. Really tense and terrible. And eventually I said to them, look, maybe it's time you guys moved on. I don't think it's really working out here. None of us are happy. And they turned to me and said, absolutely not. We're actually going to keep the house and you're going to leave. And I'll tell you what, it takes a lot to find a gorgeous, cheap, central flat in Dublin. And I had that. And the bullying was so bad that I actually ended up having to give them my flat and not just leave Dublin, but leave the country. Because I am so terrified of these people. I'm so terrified of them. Yeah, and literally trust me because I've lived in a mansion in the Traders where people were actively trying to murder me, and this was still scarier.
Oh, I was trying to figure out who it was for ages.
Wow, sorry, two things here. First of all, there's nothing wrong with falling asleep in a pile of chicken nuggets, right?
You've done that plenty of times.
As long as it's from KFC.
Happens to the best of us. Second of all, sorry, she wanted to kick them out and they hit her with the Uno reverse.
Yeah, 2v1 in fairness.
Yeah.
The Traders comment killed me.
So it's Anna Duke from the Traders UK.
Yeah.
Who's obviously Irish, but she was on the UK version. But like, I thought that was so funny. And I've like, she has had housemates from hell. More diverse. But yeah.
That's fucking
I've lived
insane.
with stoners before. Have you ever?
I think there was one in college, but we didn't really ever see him. He was just always in his room. I think he was a stoner.
I never understand, like everyone, you know the way like everyone says, oh, weed isn't addictive, you can't get addicted to weed. I don't know a single person that smokes weed that isn't addicted to weed.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, I'm not addicted to it, but I also smoke it every single day of my life and the whole house and all my clothes smell like it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it is addictive.
Yeah.
Just lean into it. It's addictive. Like,
I think it's so selfish. I think anything that... So I lived with them. It stank the whole house. And I've got this like trigger now because they used to try mask it with this rotten incense. So
God.
The incense filled the house. It smelled like fucking Gandhi sandal. And cheap. It was cheap. It was definitely cheap weed because they were both... Neither of them were working at all, really. It just like... We kept being like, oh, we're not allowed... We're not allowed to do that in the house. And they were like, oh, we're not. We've been smoking outside. And I'm like... You don't know who you're starting a war with, honey.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's just, I don't
them.
understand why you need to indoors. Like, look, if you want to smoke weed, absolutely fine. We're not here to, like, I was going to say kink shame, but we're not here to shame anyone for what they do.
Well, I've smoked weed before in Amsterdam.
Yeah, like, I mean,
I'm not judging, but like, be respectful.
It's not that, it's absolutely, it's like, smoking cigarettes in a house is disgusting.
Yeah.
So smoking weed in a house is also disgusting.
I'm going to also throw it in here. I think people who vape in the house are gobshites as well. Like, all my housemates do it. I call them out on it.
It is a bit gross. Like, it obviously doesn't smell as bad and it doesn't stick to the walls. Like, and it doesn't leave a lingering smell, but it also is a little bit like when you're sitting, you walk in and someone's like Mr. Bond and they're like covered in smoke. You're like,
I have to walk in and wading through like a smoke machine of thing because what I'm alone in the kitchen. It makes
poor
me feel
gal,
sick.
and like trying to find somewhere. Like that's my biggest fear. Now you guys know I live on my own, and I was living with someone for a year. And the one question people always ask me is like, why don't you move
Why don't
someone
you
in?
get someone back?
I love my place so much. That's my number one
And
fear.
no one would live in that filth with you.
And I can guarantee you that anyone would live there. If I asked you to move with me tomorrow, you drop
I wouldn't.
at the drop
I
of a
would
hat,
not.
you would.
I
You would so.
not. It's a shit location.
It's a fantastic. Excuse me, a shit location.
No, actually, I wouldn't live with you. I see enough of you, and it's way more expensive. It's like twice the price of my rent.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
And I live in D4.
It's I definitely feel like that's my biggest fear though, like moving someone in and me
And
not
hating
owning
them.
the house. Like having to explain this to
And
my
then
dad
bullying
so
out.
many times. Like he's like, why don't you just like move someone in if he doesn't get on? I'm like, because you don't get to do that. Like they're on the lease with you. Like you'd have to find a way, or you'd have to leave, or like make life unbearable for them so they left. But like no, I fully empathize with how scary that is when you find somewhere that you've settled in. Like if you're not entirely loyal to it, that's like,
Especially when it's 2v1. Like the gaslighting that probably took place for her because it was two people basically rejecting what she was saying. And a girl.
poor gal. I got some more in here. So bad, right? So my girlfriend lived in a place she had to get on short notice. It was €900 a month. It was a hallway converted into a studio apartment. It was so small that she couldn't fully open her oven because it would hit the other wall. The entire flat was that width. So she was basically living in a Pringles can, like. Two-bedroom flat in Phibsborough. Landlord had put up bits of plywood to create 2 bedrooms out of one. One room had no windows whatsoever. The sitting room was so small you had to push the 2-seater sofa to one side to open the fridge and the oven. The shower would leak onto the carpeted communal stairs below, making it stink. When we reported it, his solution was not to use the shower.
I hate landlords.
But that's just like goes to show like Dublin, like you see places that are like definitely a 4-bedroom house converted into like
16.
Some of the places I've seen on Daft.ie look like they've come from fucking Victorian London.
And it's getting worse and worse.
Jesus,
it really is
terrible.
It's
they're
more
so bad.
They used to be few and far between. Now it's like it used to be like, oh my god, look at the fucking state of this. Now it's like another one, thank you.
Yeah, like exposed wires,
like a fucking shower curtain splitting a bedroom into 2.
This one is rotten. So I had a housemate for about a year back around 2010. We got on pretty well and we had loads in common. About a month into living together, I'd occasionally wake up to find a random puddle on the floor downstairs, either in the kitchen or the hallway. Asked my housemate about it and he said he hadn't a clue, thought maybe it was possible he'd spilled water or something, but didn't know. After about 3 months, I wake up around 3 a.m. to the sound of a glass smashing downstairs. I head down to see my housemate pissing on the kitchen floor, then very sharply opening the knife drawer when he heard me and continued pissing in the knife drawer.
Was he sleep pissing?
He was, yeah. I was fairly taken aback, as you can imagine. I was like, Paddy, what the fuck, man? He kind of slurred something, exhaled, then turned around to see and said, what? Eyelids like plates and stinking of booze. He went off to bed. Next day, he wouldn't acknowledge that it had happened. Even when I told him to sort out the mess, he completely denied it. In the months following, I caught him pissing in the dishwasher, washing machine, fireplace, and once found a pint glass full to the brim with piss next to the toilet. He graduated that November and moved out. The oddest thing about it was how normal it became. The rent was cheap and the gaff was in a good location, so I just kind of adapted to living with the guy.
That is the most Dublin line ever. Oh, it was in a good location, so I kind of just put up with it.
Like
pissy potty pants.
Pints coming down to your kitchen in your great location.
Pissy pants
with
potty.
pint glasses of piss on the worktops.
And then he went on to be one of Traders Ireland's worst traders.
The amount of piss ones I have here are crazy.
Well, one of them is actually a confession from me.
Okay.
And I know before you climb down my neck on this, multiple friends who were in similar situations have admitted to me that they've also done the same. So in college, I lived in a Goatstown house for a year. It was on with 11 of us.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And I had a sink in my bedroom. And sometimes during the night, I just piss in the sink. So I didn't have to go to the bathroom.
I've done that.
So many people have done it. People just lie.
Yeah, people do piss in the sink, don't they? I have
all
never.
The time.
I've done it. I did it in college. We had a house.
Did you piss in the sink?
They piss in the
And
sink.
I used to piss in people's sinks at house parties if I didn't really like them. I'm like, oh fuck, why would I piss in? I go to the bathroom cubicle. I go to the bathroom, the toilet will be there, and I just piss in the sink.
You've heard it here
fun.
first, everybody. Do not invite Cian to your gaff party because he will piss in your sink.
Here's one that someone submitted about their old housemate. A friend of mine lived with a guy who used to piss in plant pots in his room to save himself the time from going to the bathroom. He wasn't arsed leaving the bedroom, so he used to water his plants with his piss. And I know who this person is.
That is so great.
Oh, God.
So it's
Did they
real.
not die?
No, if anything, it's probably good for them. But like,
No,
I mean,
I'd say that's surely toxic.
no. People drink their piss.
Yeah,
It's
weirdos.
full of nutrients and stuff.
Bullshit. I don't think so.
I mean, look, we're currently Ishka Aaron are currently advocating that we need to use less water. So maybe maybe we're all going to be pissing in our plants in the future. But I think I'll be probably a late adopter of that. But yeah, I got one here. So this is from he had a couple of stories, but this was the funniest one. So tight as fuck. If I didn't had a housemate, if I didn't buy if I didn't buy toilet roll, my old housemate just used newspaper and threw it down the toilet. Once he threw down a Tesco shopping receipt. I'm surprised he was tight and he shopped in Tesco. Sounds like more of a little man. Would steal light bulbs.
The yellow stickers, I'd say.
Oh yeah. Would steal light bulbs for his room from around the house too. And when the hot water went, he said we should do it out and use the kettle rather than get a plumber.
Girl.
I feel like you know someone like this, kid. According to the other housemate, this lad used to wash himself at the sink before we moved in. He owned the house, so he had lived by himself before we moved in. He was the nicest guy in the world, but he could not spend money or clean. When I moved in, I put a bin bag in the bin and he showed me his tip. He filled the bag up, then emptied it into a wheelie bin and put the now empty black bag back in the bin.
No!
I shit you not. No! He once slit a hole in a vacuum bag and sellotaped it back up to save buying a new bag. Where the fuck do these people come from? Who wears he? Like
being tight is just one of the worst traits in the world.
Reusing black bags.
Like that. Does he reuse it? He used to wash out his condoms and stick them back into the package.
Of course we wouldn't recommend that because
Man to Man offer free condoms. If you go to the Man to Man website, you can get free condoms and lube sent to your house.
Yeah, they're not doing toilet paper yet, but we can put a word in. All right. Right. Back on toilet paper. Do you know, toilet paper and piss were a recurring theme. Right, had my housemate asked my boyfriend to stop using her toilet paper. We had our own separate rolls. My boyfriend was
shut up. Get the fucking boat.
We had our 7 rolls of toilet paper.
Oh yeah,
they were all labelled.
Yeah, roll of Irish. Right, my boyfriend was over about 2 days a week, once during the week and once at the weekend. There was no way he was using that much toilet paper. We are now married and I can safely say he isn't a toilet hogger. Also, I would never dream of saying something to our friend that would just pop around regularly. It's a toilet paper. It's free gain. It continues. She kept meat that was gone off in the fridge, like a pack of liver, for 10 days. Thank God the pack was sealed. And finally, also, when on Slimming World, she would eat a tin of mushy peas for dinner as it was sin-free.
Oh, sorry. I worked in Iceland where like Slimming World was a big thing. They had the free frozen meals or whatever. People are obsessed with the sins.
Oh, it's a cult, like.
Yeah.
It's a
cult.
That
still a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Weight Watchers, they call it WW now. It's because Weight Watchers obviously isn't its fave a name anymore.
Fat fascist.
No, the mushy peas for a sin-free dinner.
I've got one more for you. There was actually tons of these. Okay. Like, there was so many, trying to narrow them down, but this is a great one. A friend of mine lived with a woman who had some sort of OCD, especially for flushing toilets, and would have to flush all the toilets in the house before sleeping, or if any of them was used, she would go around flushing them all. She would spend the night walking around the house just flushing toilet after toilet. Whenever she was wound up, there were 4 toilets. When he first moved in, she tried getting into his ensuite, so he tried locking his bedroom. Sometimes he would wake up and hear her outside his room like some sort of zombie trying the door handle to get in. Imagine her scratching the door. Let me flush your jacks. He stayed there a couple of years, but it was very weird visiting him.
Why are people so weird?
Why do people stay?
Yeah, actually, I have one more.
Because a housing crisis.
One more bonus one I forgot about. This is nasty. Had a housemate who brought a girl home one night and they shagged for the weekend, never coming out of the room. On the Sunday night after she left, he asked us to buy him bleach and new bed sheets while he emptied bottles of piss. Here's piss again. She had been on her period and they had just carried on. Not even stopping for the jacks, just pissing in a water bottle.
For 2 days.
The room looked like a murder scene. Also used all our clean towels to clean up. He dated her for a while and we used to call her Mrs. Blobby. That's actually right. They rode in the room for 2 days and they didn't stop even to have a wee break. Imagine the smell in that room.
I think you actually missed out, Ciarán, on not having housemates. I actually calculated before this episode. I have had 46 housemates in 10 years. 56 if you include the Gryer and Traw house. But I think you missed out on a lot of fun because all the stories are wild. People are so odd.
I think the way the trajectory my life took of I only moved out when I was 26 or 7, and I shared a room with my brother for so long that I had no privacy for so long that when I moved out I was I just didn't need
Yeah,
any more
okay, I
people.
get you.
Like where like the house I grew up in is fairly small and there was 4 of us obviously. And I just needed to get away from like
People.
other people. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, yeah, I do think about it and I have thought about housemates and that kind of stuff. But it's just
Sorry, let me
all
actually
of this
reframe
doesn't
that.
help.
Yeah, let me reframe
None
that.
of this helps.
You missed out on a lot of trauma that you could then repurpose as funny stories.
Yeah. But I can
Because
just,
fucking hell,
Yeah.
it was awful.
all I had to do was throw a story up on Instagram and everyone did the work for me. It was fine.
I've got one last voice note here. Do you have anything else before?
No, go ahead.
So I have this housemate. He's the fucking worst. He eats my food. He constantly asks me to spend time with them, and he literally gives me no personal space whatsoever. I can't even get up off the couch without him asking me where I'm going, like a fucking prison guard. And he thinks he's really funny, but he's actually not really. And yeah, just all around annoying. And he smells. Pu.
Well, to that mystery voice
mystery
note,
caller.
if you think living with him is bad, try recording the podcast with him.
For those who don't know, that is one of my housemates who just sent that in. Luke.
Friend of the pod, Luke. Oh my God.
Quite literally.
Very close friend of the pod.
Very close. I was like, I will very quickly just say, I know I'm hard to live with. But yeah.
Hard to live with, hard to record a podcast with, hard to be friends with, hard to play football with, presumably hard to go to festivals with.
For free. Why
better
would your
believe it.
fucking next in?
Nothing in this life is for free. No. Nothing in
Yeah,
this
I've
life
got a
is
few
free.
video ideas for Friday morning.
Oh, cool. Okay, lads. So, as if the last section wasn't weird enough, we are now going to talk about the Ruddy-ish Ashty. So,
Ish Ashley.
Ish Ashty. Shay.
You
So,
gotta make 'em
obviously, moving in with people, Neil Shay, Eskadula Tahier, I think it takes a little bit of getting used to. You know, like finding other people out, learning what makes them tick. But I want to hear about the nosana Ashtika that you've discovered. So, like, the kind of the stuff that, like, either maybe even weird habits that you didn't realize you had about yourself that other people have said back to you, or a weird habit that you've discovered from other people, or things you've just had to adapt to.
Yeah, I've got, so I was thinking about this. Well, first of all, for myself, so many people have said constantly, there's 2 things that they hate living about me.
Okay.
Living with.
They hate about me.
They narrowed it down to 2.
No, there's 2 common threads that everyone has shared.
Oh, wow, okay.
Number 1, because maybe it's my ADHD, but I regularly play the same song on repeat for days on end.
Oh, I would do that, yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Like loads of my housemates hate CMAT, hate Lizzo,
Yeah.
hate every singer I've ever hyperfixated on because I play them so often.
I'm such an iPad kid about music.
Me
like
too.
I,
Me too,
I do 3 or 4 songs in rotation at a time,
Oh, no, I'll do
rinse
one.
them, move on, rinse them, and then discover. Like, I'm back on a BTS buzz at the moment since the World Cup.
Yeah,
and I've just been doing Dynamite and Butter like back to back.
Butter.
Yeah.
We can see.
No, listening to Dynamite while eating butter. Yeah.
Well, and another one about me is apparently I'm really bad for this. I know actually. After the shower, as soon as the shower turns off, I just get out, wrap my tail, and walk. Apparently, people like dry off their legs and feet, so I just leave like wet footprints to the whole house.
I do a bit of that.
Yeah, my bathroom looks like Wet and Wild after. Because I like to get out and like do my ablutions in the mirror. I'm like,
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah, I do a little rinse off, but then
It's
quick
like
walk.
squedging. I tried to squedge. Is that the word?
sure.
Squash.
But what I've learned about my current housemate, so Luke, who's the voice note we just played, Lally and Doc, the 3 of them, I'm so used to living with them all that I know from the second the front door opens who it is based on. So Luke will be whistling. Doc will just go, "Oh God." And Lally will do his little like noise. And I'm like the second the door opens, I know who it is.
Isn't it
Which
funny
is
how
kinda
when you're
cute.
living with someone I would be able to tell like when I was living at home who was coming up the stairs.
Yeah.
By how they walked
speed or
and
the
the pace. And like with my dad, all you'd hear was the click of his ankles and his hips and
God.
knees. But like you'd be able to tell who was coming up the stairs. Like, yeah, you do learn
With
that.
me, I run all the time. I run around the house. I run up. I never walk up and down the stairs. I always run
Yeah,
up and
me
down.
too. I go for it because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to spend any time on the stairs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, get me
It's the
up
only
there.
time you run.
Yeah, I've places to go, people to see. I'm like,
You're in a
And
taxi.
also another one, Doc keeps crisps in the fridge. I think that is so weird.
oh,
That
that's
is so
so
strange.
in the
weird.
vegetable cupboard, he like puts packets of crisps after they've been
Why?
opened. I don't know. It's so odd.
That is
But-
so
and then-
strange.
Oh my God, does he take them out and bring them back to room temperature then?
I don't know actually. I think I can't. Yeah.
Do they think they're staying fresh by doing that?
I
one
don't-
day?
yeah, I
I
stopped
wouldn't
trying
say
to
a bag
learn
of
his-
crisps lasts long in your gaff.
It doesn't. That's another thing about living with people you're really close to. Like we obviously all live in each other's pockets with the football team and everything.
Yeah.
A habit that I kind of low-key hate, but I've just have to like lean into it and also do it. Stealing each other's food,
Oh, yeah.
especially sweet treats.
Yeah.
Like I would never dream of opening a packet or finishing a packet of
That's
anything.
the rule. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
That has
open it or
changed.
finish. Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Doc will like eat my whole thing. I'd be like, oh yeah. I ate your entire packet of chocolate digestives. So I was like, I got them 20 minutes ago and took a shower.
We replace them if we do it.
Yeah, no,
yeah.
in fairness, he is good at bringing home sweet treats.
What I found interesting, I suppose, I lived with people in college, and that's kind of when you're not lack independence,
your worst.
but you're kind of just like, oh, I'm going home to my parents at the weekend.
Okay.
They're cooking everything for me, like sending me back down with loads of shopping. So when I moved to Dublin, I moved to Blackrock, and I didn't know the people, and I was never really there. So it kind of wasn't like living with housemates.
Yeah.
But since April last year, I moved in with 3 girls who I've known for a very long time. Like I've known Ciarán and Emily for probably the bones of 5 years now, and I've known Katie since I was like 16. So I found it interesting. I put the question to them when I knew we were recording Renting, what it's like living with me, or what they have come to learn about my weird habits.
Okay.
And it is so different moving in with someone already knowing them.
Because they're like, obviously, like, we love you as a friend, but
What do they say? If you want to get to know me,
come live with me. So I have 3 voice notes, all kind of shortened down just because they were probably like prolonging them. But I'll start with Katie. This is who I've known probably the longest.
What is it like living with Cathal O'Sullivan? Well, I like to keep an eye on his sort of nasal response through his incredibly loud snoring through the walls. It's kind of like hearing a nasal orchestra. It's really beautiful. Or sometimes what's actually great about him is if you're ever like really peacefully sleeping, he will sneak into your room in the middle of the night now, 3 a.m. and steal your charger, drunk as well, and looks like something out of the Ring. Sorry that I just see your charger. So that's always really nice. Like he's really considerate as well as a housemate. He only leaves smelly shoes in like 1 or 2 rooms, and we have like 8 rooms in our house. That's great. Yeah, just he's a joy, really is.
8 rooms in your house? Okay, bougie.
Hello. No, we have like 6 rooms, but like they're constantly on to me. I'll come in from training and fuck my runners at the wall or like
I
my
can
boots.
see it. I feel like having you in the house be like having a little brother. I just
Yeah,
I
they call me. They're like, you're such a typical boy.
Yeah. The phone charger.
Snoring, I don't love. Like I think that's unfair because I also snore. Going into the rooms at 3 a.m. is psychotic. I would go fucking
I'm
mad.
like, Katie, do you have a changer? And it's
I
like,
feel like if we lived together, I know for a fact I'd never have a phone charger and I'd never have clean underwear.
because I'd rob them
You'd
all.
be gone.
Oh my God, Doc
in
steals
the
my
whole
underwear and
time.
socks
I can
as well.
see. I know for a
Rat
fact.
bag.
Every time I'd walk into the room, you'd be like, grabbing socks. Like
I rob Shane's.
100%. 100%. I know.
Shane's underwear and
That's funny.
socks are like coming back to my house more and more. Ciara followed up with this.
I also have the pleasure of sharing a wall with Cathal O'Sullivan. And if Katie gets the nasal orchestra and someone looking like they're out of the Ring, I get the other Ring and the farting orchestra because I get to hear Cathal's goodnight toots, which I really appreciate to know that he's home safe. He's a smelly bastard, but I do love him a lot.
Is there something about being horizontal and farting more? Because when I get into bed, it is a toot
It's
orchestra.
like more.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe it's because you're on your belly or something.
But you would think gravity would like make it work a bit better. wouldn't it?
Ciara will text me if I get into bed and I rip ass. She just texts me and goes, toot.
And when you
Sorry, are your walls made of fucking crepe paper?
housing crisis,
And finally we have Emily.
The thing about living with Cathal is that he's never even home because he's literally the busiest person I've ever met. But the fact that he's so busy is actually a bit of an issue when he doesn't look at messages on his phone and I ask him to leave a key outside and he doesn't do it. And then I'm locked outside of the house for like, I think it was 4 hours sitting in my car, couldn't get in, middle of winter. And he was none the wiser. And then he went home for 3 days and I wasn't even speaking to him because I was so annoyed at him. And he didn't even notice I wasn't speaking to him because he wasn't around to witness it. I also, if I walk into the bathroom one more time to find his shit in the toilet, I'm going to have to actually move out. Like that'll be the end of it. I'm going to leave the lease. But he does always get me a fizzy drink in the shop. So I love him.
hello, the bar is in hell.
God,
Skid
you
Mark
are.
City.
This is like I was talking about Simba earlier on. Men doing the fucking bare minimum. Like
No, Emily has found like physical shit. It's because when we're on the early shift together, I'm getting up at like 5:30 or 5 and Emily's after me.
yeah.
So I don't want to wake her by flushing the toilet because she's next to it. So I just like leave.
So you think, like, rather than like the disruption of, you've already been snoring all night to wake her up or farting, and you think a flush is disruptive, but starting your day with a fucking log in the toilet is not disruptive.
I usually think of like flushing it after I've had the shower, but I always forget, and it's just always.
So you're turning the shower on, which is probably louder.
Yeah, I've come up with a multitude of
You're
excuses.
like, oh, I couldn't possibly flush the toilet. That's so weird. Nah, the electric shower gone at fucking 3:30 in the morning. Are you actually having a laugh?
No, they love me really, and I always do get fizzy drinks.
So lads,
for them in
if
the
you
shop.
think there's a Gay Lane content house starting soon, there absolutely fucking isn't, because my house is a fortress of solitude. I go to bed like a glazed donut every night. I know where all of my underwear and socks and phone chargers are.
Shane is like getting so
safe.
used to like having me over. I'm just like stealing things.
Everything's just disappearing.
I would say though, as for all the horror stories of all the places I've ever lived, I love all of it. I think it's so fun to be around people. It's such good crack.
I do enjoy it, like, to be fair, when I go on trips and stuff and we stay, you know, when we're staying in different places, it is a bit like the community sense of having people around the whole time.
Yeah.
And I do find that I do more when there's people around, because I like, you just get out of the bed when there's someone being like, right, come on, mama, go and do this.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do need to be pushed to do things a little bit. So
Yeah.
like that does help. But
And there's nothing better than waking up hungover with your friends that you live with, being so giddy. Like that is so
you've said
fun.
that before. Yeah,
it's just the best ever.
So let us know what your weird habits are, please. What are the weird... I want to hear the things as well that you've discovered about yourselves. So something that you didn't realise you did.
Yeah.
That someone has said, did you know that you do this? Or like, what's your weird thing? Or some of the weirdest habits that you have experienced or encountered or suffered. Okay, lads, to finish out today, we are going to talk about the ruddiest ainty. These wonderful parts of living with other people, housemates, renting, all of that. So, what are we thinking?
Well, Erin Gatel, she is like, as I said in the weird section there, well, Emily mentioned it, that I never leave anyone out of a shop run. They also don't leave me out of the shop run as well. Like, it'll be like someone's running downstairs and they just shout out, do you want a treat? And you like, if you don't hear them or anything like that, they'll still bring something back for you.
That's the kind of part of living with someone that I think I would manage. I mean, you know, like, I always arrive with shit. Like, I love picking up little treats and bits and pieces for people. So that would be something I think I would be grand with. The sharing part of things, I just don't have a problem with. Like, even I remember when I was living with Johnny, like, I would always...
certainly didn't mind sharing a boyfriend with me.
Make friendship. With
Johnny, you'd always make.
I'd be making, like, you know, like if you're making a dinner, normally you'd be making it for 2 or 4, depending on what packet you've bought. So I'd be like, there's dinner there. Like this thing of people getting like anal about using too many squares of toilet paper. I'm like making big family pots of pasta. I'm like, come on in. Like I just, that part
Everyone's
of it,
welcome.
I'm like, life is too fucking short. But my question to you was, what is the nicest thing a housemate has ever done for you?
That's really hard because like...
I kind of agree with Cathal. It is hard because I've had, honestly, so many of my housemates have been so great. And
Well, give me an example. You can give me a top 3.
Give me an example.
Give me top 3.
Oh, like Luke, for example, cooks me dinner all the time, and I like being fed, and he's a good
I've
cook.
been there when Luke has been cooking some dinners, and some of that
makes
shit,
homemade pesto. It slaps.
I was there before, and he was making like those lamb, like the pita.
Oh yeah.
With the lamb mince inside. I can't remember the name that it's escapes me now. Or Arias, is it?
Yeah,
and they look so
He's
good.
such a good cook, and then also we all are on board with like just the sweet treat brigade.
Yeah,
like everyone will come home if you're the last person home. It's okay. What do we need in the shop? And it's just a shopping list of sweet treats, crisps, chocolate, and then it just comes in. We all pig out.
I think having a house with 4 lads who are busy and all play football and stuff together, there's obviously a lot of food. Like no one is like starving or surviving on.
Exactly.
Like, you're like, there's a lot of calories going around.
But I did think of, I think the single nicest thing a housemate's ever done to me. Okay, so let me set the scene.
Done to you?
So a group of us were away in Spain a few years ago, like a mix of friends and housemates at the time. But we were obviously all staying together. So we were all housemates then. And we were split in like an Airbnb. I was in a double bed with one of my friends. There was a set of bunk beds downstairs, and then there was a couch bed for a 3. And this particular friend was staying in the bunk bed, and we'd all gone out on a night out, and he basically had found a fella and had brought the fella back home to our house, but didn't want to ride him in the bunk bed and he was the first home, so he had free reign over the house. So he took your man up to my bed and rode him in my bed. And the night before, me and the guy I was sharing with had a midnight feast. So the bed was full of crumbs.
Oh,
the bed was full of sand from the beach.
No.
And on the way home the night before, I tripped drunk, gashed my knees. So there was loads of blood stains in the bed as well. Anyway, this roommate was really just considerate and had sex with the man in my bed. And sorry, you're both acting as if that isn't the punchline. Like,
No,
he had sex. The punchline is it's a famous person from Ireland that he had sex with.
Yeah,
but
no,
we're not going to mention. But
I'm waiting for what was the recovery?
What was the nice thing he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't a nice thing.
I was waiting to see what the recovery was on this. I mean,
oh no, kind of iconic. This is a housemate that I've had for a while, and I think I've talked about it with a lot of people before.
Who was the person?
The person he got with.
Yeah.
A person in the public eye in Ireland.
Oh, sorry, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah, grand.
He's quite famous.
Yeah, relatively famous. Yeah.
So that man has had sex in my bed.
In your crummy,
rolling around
bloody
in my
bed.
sandy,
In your
crummy-
current bed?
No, when we were in Spain in an Airbnb.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
That is
my
nasty.
housemate who had sex with him regularly does this kind of thing. He'll just do something so needless just for an extra gag. So he was like, I could have had sex with her in my bed, but I knew it would annoy you.
Do you
if I had
remember
sex
this
in yours.
housemate?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember the night there was the house party in yours and one of the lads got with someone in his bed?
Yeah, as a revenge.
Yeah.
And now-
brought him upstairs.
and now
And, that was the guy,
he's
and it
yeah.
was the guy that he was trying to get with as well, which was even better.
Two of them did it to him because
Yeah.
it's created an energy in our group now. Because he's such a wind-up merchant with us, everyone now is horrible back to him. Like on Pride, he had a man. 5 of us in the friend group shifted your man in front of him to get him back.
That's-
at different stages, unbeknownst to each other. That's
Maybe
the
the gays
energy he's
have
created, which is kind of
too many
funny.
rights.
That is fun, yeah.
I think when I'm not the victim of this housemate, he is the funniest person ever.
Yeah.
When I'm the victim, I'm going to therapy.
Yeah, I know. I've seen both sides of it. What's yours, Carl? What's the nicest thing your housemate's ever done for you?
This is obviously a caveat because I'm no longer with this boyfriend, but at the time it was probably an unbelievable thing. So when was it? 2020? 2019? No, 2020. It was COVID. I was living in Budapest, and obviously it was my first Valentine's Day with a boyfriend ever, my first boyfriend. And he was obviously in Ireland, but I came back home from college one day, fucking trying to understand journalism in English is hard enough. Trying fucking Hungarian lectures, trying to teach you about journalism. But I came home, and Nikki Anderson, very good friend of mine, had done up my room in flowers and everything and candles and bought me loads of things because she was like, your Valentine's not here, but I'll be your Valentine.
That's cute.
That's very. And she bought me flowers and stuff like that. Again, you said this as well. I love flowers.
Yeah, 100%.
Our house always has flowers in them. That's another thing that the girls are really good about.
Yeah.
We have Katie who loves a fresh kind of wildflower and stuff like that. And there's
I'm the same. I would love, whenever you come into mine, there's always flowers on the table, but the only ones I can have are roses because any other flower, I'd love a wildflower or something like that.
Why is it
the allergies?
we have a sunflower at the moment growing in the house.
Yeah.
Our back garden, when you see it for my birthday next weekend or whenever that is, depending on when we're filming, the garden is full of flowers. It's so nice.
Yeah, so cute.
You've just unlocked a memory for me though. One of the nicest things, one of my female housemates, Mary and Catherine, when I lived with them in COVID, Catherine gave us all COVID. And it was this time 5 years ago. So it was me and Mary's birthday. Mary's birthday is the day before mine. So both of us had COVID for our birthdays. So we couldn't go home and see our families. And my dog was put down on my birthday. So to make up for it, so actually I spent the first half of the morning bawling when I was out planking on the couch. But Mary was like, oh, do you want to put me in drag?
Oh, amazing.
So I put her into drag and we did a photo shoot in the front garden.
Oh,
and
Mary
it was so funny. It was so cute.
That's
And it was
so
just
good.
so wholesome.
Mine, I think I told you before about just after we'd moved in and I was going to get my COVID vaccine. I told the story before, and the night before, I was kind of nervous going to get it because I remember at the time it was still a bit scary. What was that going on?
If you get 5G or anything.
And my phone signal hasn't improved one bit since I got the COVID vaccine. So what's the fucking story there?
Sheeple.
But the night before I was getting it, Johnny brought a girl home. Sorry, I'm so used to being around gays.
Johnny outed.
I'm so used to being around not straight men.
Gays.
The sentence, brought a lad home was just the default. But no, he brought a girl home, to clarify, and fucking rallied her over in the couch, like under my bedroom. So like, the living room was right under the bedroom. And I woke up the next morning, couldn't sleep, like had a party, like it was all mad, right? I woke up the next morning, I walked past him in the street, was fuming on the way to the Lewis to head out to fucking City West where the vaccine centre was, out in the back arse of nowhere. And when I came back, he had like, because I like had made my bed, had tidied my room. I was actually got up, like was running late, came back and he had the bed made, all the pillows arranged, had like flowers, a candle, a little teddy bear on the bed. The whole
sure
thing,
it wasn't
and
a fella he raised.
And a little card saying sorry. Right? It's so cute. But one thing he used to do regularly, which is really cute, was, so he's a barber. Yeah. And he used to bring his stuff home every week and cut my hair for me in the sitting room.
Oh, that is a slay.
That's so
good.
Lovely.
Like, and he'd remind me, like he'd like come in and he'd be like, well, bring me stuff home tonight. I'm like, please. And I got my haircuts in the sitting room.
That's class.
Watching the telly for a year for free. It was class. So that was very, very cute.
Yup, Johnny.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, we are going to give our listeners a 5 fuckle to succeed in renting part 2, the sequel.
Yeah. Well,
Electric 2 Point Boogaloo. renting part 2 Electric
To rent
Boogaloo.
Too Furious.
To rent Too Furious. Me, I'll kick off. Queevnig on letters a Fruitloo. Or Fruitloo. Remember to flush the toilet.
Yeah, please. I mean,
Play us.
sorry,
What if it's yellow?
The call's coming from inside the fucking house there. Oh, if it's yellow, let it mellow kind of thing.
If it's yellow, put it in the plant pot.
Yeah.
Or in your sink.
Yeah, did
Or in
your
someone else's
one of your
sink.
housemates write that for you? I love those 3 voice notes were basically an intervention. You're going home, they know you're recording here today, you're going to go home, they've changed the locks and your shit's going to be in the garden.
Remember the shit was in my room, the dog shit.
Oh
yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, you're only the second person to have done that. Which is even worse. What do you got
Mine,
me?
Cathal Wev sa shoppa. What do you want in the shop? Honestly, a sweet treat after a long day
Yeah.
is life-changing. So
Yeah.
ask your friends what they want in the shop.
And those little gestures in life I think are so much more important than kind of big things all
like
the
respecting
time.
boundaries and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like you can totally go in and like, you know, write people in their bed if you buy
take
them a
the
bottle of
charges
Lucozade
that
every
you
now and
want. Yeah,
again.
exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
little things like that.
Sinead Gadira.
Mine is Rain the roll letters. Share your toilet paper. Don't be falling out over toilet paper. If you're making a fucking spag ball, leave them a bowl of it. Like, I mean,
And get
this,
the 4-ply, not the 2-ply.
yeah, this like scabby shit, because you know what's going to happen if you're someone who is particular about toilet paper and won't share your dinners. Someone's going to reply to my Instagram story and I'm going to read it out on this podcast and shame you with full name and PPS number. So be a villager. Okay, Sinead, for this week's episode of Gaylin. Now, before we go, don't forget you can support Gaylin by becoming a member at Headstuff Plus. Here you'll access bonus content, ad-free listening, behind-the-scenes content, and lots more for just €6 plus VAT a month. Don't miss out on our exclusive bonus episode, Gaylin XXL, every single week with all of the salacious gossip we don't want our parents to hear. This week's, of course, will be a rental special.
And last week's was hearing all the gossip about Belfast, including Ciarán getting his...
Yes, his whoop. So there's lots there every week, stuff that we can't possibly reveal here because we simply would be cancelled. Headstuff Plus is the reason we can keep making this show every week, so we would really appreciate your support. Visit headstuffpodcast.com/membership for information on how to sign up. We'll be back next Wednesday with a gorgeous main episode. Of course, you'll see us on Friday for the Renting XXL Big Bulging bonus. But until then,
Slán.
This show is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Headstuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.